Welcome to Dammam.
Hopefully we only have to do it one more time.
And there it is, the swirly tower. I mean, it looks open. This is it, the end of the road. Shukran for you.
Oh my god, it's pretty and pink.
Well, you can see where the oil money went in the area. Travel sometimes takes you to the places that you least expect, and that definitely is the case with where we are now. Welcome to Dammam, the port city of Saudi Arabia in the eastern province. Basically, our time in Saudi had all but come to an end, and we were looking to head to a new destination, the destination being Bahrain. Dammam is actually incredibly close to Bahrain, and you can take the causeway, the bridge, across rather than flying. So we thought, why not explore this oil-rich city on the Arabian Gulf. We actually checked into our hotel a couple of days ago, and I'll be honest, we're clutching at straws. Not too much seems to happen in Dammam, so we'll see how this video goes. We've just had a lovely breakfast. You know what? We've missed so many breakfasts in Saudi because everyone starts so late, so it was great to have one this morning in the Marriott residences. But behind me is the island of Dammam. This is going to be a strange video, bear with us.
From Riyadh we actually got the dreaded Sapco bus.
Welcome to the beautiful Sapco bus station in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. 5.5 hours on a local bus to Dammam. Wish me luck. This is it, the mad rush to Dammam. Chaos. My least favourite thing about Saudi Arabia, Sapco buses. Let's hope the driver doesn't get lost this time. Hello. If there is a hell, and I'm thinking now there probably is, it would be a Sapco bus journey. People in prison have better conditions and are more comfortable than a 5.5 hour Sapco bus journey. Welcome to Dammam. Just the 6 hours later, the one thing I'm not going to miss in this country, them blimmin' Sapco buses.
Hopefully we only have to do it one more time, and this is Marjan Island. It is a man-made island, pretty much built for people to come and relax and have their picnics, and we actually took an Uber here, but since standing here we've seen some boats go across, so maybe we can get a boat back.
An Uber boat?
An Uber boat, I'm not sure.
So Dammam, or in and around the area of Dammam, is where oil was first found in Saudi Arabia, and is actually home to the largest oil company in the whole country, Aramco. Because of this, around the city you're going to notice that there are a lot of Western franchises, McDonald's, KFC, and a lot of expats. We haven't actually seen any yet, but supposedly a lot of Americans live here, and I don't know whether the expats come to the island and go up this, I don't even know what it is. There's I told you I'm clutching at straws today. There's a uniquely shaped tower that a lot of people seem to be going up. So we're gonna try and go up. And there it is, the swirly tower that I have absolutely no clue of its purpose or its meaning, or even if we're allowed to go up it. I mean, it looks open.
The tower with no name, yeah, people have just come out. So it looks like you can go up, but I don't know what the purpose
I think it's just a viewpoint.
This is.
The swirly viewpoint of the man-made island.
Of Marjan Island.
Of Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Who would have thought it? There we go, in appreciation for Saudi Aramco's support in building the Fana Tower. So the oil companies, they build everything around here.
This was built back in 1991. So the tower with no name actually has a name, the Fana Tower.
Here we go, up the Furjan Tower, the best tower in all of Dammam. This actually reminds me a bit of the spiral minaret in Samara, with a little bit less historical value, but the higher you get, the views out into the bay get even better. I told you that we weren't expecting much in Dammam, and it's full of surprises. Good morning. this is it, the end of the road.
Well, that was very exhilarating, I must admit. The views are pretty cool though. You have like a 360-degree view. You can see all the development. You can see
that you're out of breath.
You're out of breath.
It smells amazing as well. It actually doubles as a panoramic toilet.
Yeah, I mean the smell, I actually thought that was the sea for a second, but no, that's definitely a panoramic toilet.
I am now officially the highest person in all of Marjan Island, Saudi Arabia. It's actually a nice spot, to be fair. You can come here, walk up the tower, bring a picnic, then get an Uber off, because obviously we don't have a car. Hello my friend, can I get 2 ice creams please? What flavours do you have? Yeah, 2 cups. How much is one? Okay, so we have 2. Thank you. Looks great. Thank you my friend. Oh, I'll wait for the other one. You've got skills, it's very good. The ice cream man of Marjan?
Marjan
Island. Marjan.
It's going to be good ice cream.
Marjan Island. Thank you so much. Shukran. For you.
Oh my god, it's pretty and pink.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Shukran. Thank you so much. Goodbye, masalama. Wow. Oh my god, here we go. Is this going to be the best ice cream I've ever tasted? Oh, it's delicious. You know what? Why does ice cream taste better when you're on the sea? Oh, so good, and for only 5 riyals. Getting a taxi in Dammam doesn't seem like an easy feat. We have just walked the whole length of the road that leads to the island. No Uber is accepting because we're trying to get to Khobar, which I think, I'm not sure how it works, I think it is another city, but it's sort of part of Dammam as well, and it's the area that has been most developed thanks to the oil that has been found in the area, obviously. Finally, hello. We have an Uber. Salam, hello. 45-minute Uber later, we have made it to Khobar. When I looked on a map, it looked like they were right next to each other, but they say in Saudi a 1-hour drive is a short drive, and you can notice straight away that for some reason they put all their money into developing Khobar. There are so many fancy buildings, new initiatives, and there's people, and I've fallen over, and there are people. This is the first time in almost 3 days I have seen any people of the eastern province. Well, you can see where the oil money went in the area. It's kind of weird that they wouldn't have developed Dammam, but they've developed Khobar. Don't you think? Like, Dammam was the place that they found it, but hey ho, this is literally completely different. And what we did notice in Dammam was that when you drive past the Corniche, there's nothing on the Corniche, like nothing at all. Whereas here, they seem to have developed the seafront. That's one of our favourite things, you know, when you're sitting on the waterfront and you can sit out, have a drink or whatever. There seems to be more places dotted around, albeit some are fast food. But behind us is the Khobar water tower.
Supposedly this is iconic. It's a water tower turned, I don't know, it's another one of the random towers.
Another random tower in the area.
They've even got a blooming toy train. I told you,
I could
oil
do
money.
With that. Oil money takes you anywhere.
I like it in old Khobar. This is the first time, I think, in the whole month in Saudi that we've seen people in the day. In the daytime, people are cycling. Got some people fishing, people having a picnic, going to the restaurant. They have restaurants. I actually could not find a restaurant in blooming Dammam here. They're everywhere. And this is the main reason we came to Khobar.
This is like the most reviewed restaurant in the area, and actually I think it has the most reviews of a restaurant that I've ever seen.
I think it's like 50,000 reviews.
It's wild and it is so busy, so we don't have a reservation, so we're just going to hope that they'll let us in.
And it's the best thing. Restaurant, body of water, balcony. This is posh. Watch me get rejected for wearing shorts.
I'm slightly worried as well because there's like a lady on the front and we're speaking to everyone asking for reservations, so fingers crossed.
Hello. Good. For two?
Do you have a table outside for two?
I would say we have a cover.
I can enter. We've made it. Well, sort of made it. We have to wait. There's a 20-minute wait. I told you this is busy. 20-minute wait. Oh. So we can sit outside and look at the, I don't know if it's the Arabian or the Persian Gulf.
Wait was actually 5 minutes, and look at this. You can see why it's busy. You can see why you have to wait. I think we actually have one on the front.
No way.
Yes way.
This is a bit of all right.
This is perfect, just what we like. On the front, not quite on the front, but you're as close as you're going to get. And yeah,
I think this is the busiest restaurant in Saudi Arabia.
It's the most people we've seen in a restaurant anyway.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Do you know what's funny? The most popular restaurant in all of Dammam, all of the eastern province of Saudi Arabia, and it's not Saudi food, it's Armenian. And this is us. We have got our favourite, oh that is hot, Armenian dish of manti.
Manti, I haven't actually tried it. I think I maybe have literally had like the smallest bit once back in Yerevan, but it comes with the two sauces and the yogurt. What are you supposed to do? Put the tomato sauce on?
Do
and
it,
then...
pour the lot.
Okay. Oh my god. Ready? Like this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a fail, wasn't it? I mean, you put
and
both.
The rest, come on. Load it up and then chuck all that on and
No
eat.
way, I'm not doing that. Right, I'm just going to do this. Because I have like, what if it's like
They're
too
like little
much?
dumplings. That's not how you eat it.
Oh my god. That's delicious. They're like tiny little meatballs in a pastry filling with a tomato sauce. You can't go wrong.
Is it bad that possibly our favourite meal in Saudi Arabia and our last meal in Saudi Arabia isn't Saudi food, but the owner or even the chef must be Armenian, because that manti, if you've been to Armenia, you know manti is top tier, and that was definitely Armenian standard. A little bit expensive, I'd say. I think it was around 75 rials each, so $20 each, but to be sat there in the most famous restaurant in the whole region, maybe the whole country, the most reviewed restaurant in the whole country, it was worth it. Now we're walking along the Corniche with the sun setting behind me, and I think in the distance, just over there, is one of these rare sights in Saudi Arabia, a shopping mall.
And surprise, another fancy outdoor shopping complex here in Saudi. This is Ajdan Walk, and I genuinely am surprised as to why they've built up here so much. Like, you can see everything's like super fancy. This is like the most unique
Look at
Starbucks.
this is a Starbucks. It looks like something.
That's two Starbucks here in
future.
Saudi, Al Ula and here, where they've just been like so
They've got
crazy.
Starbucks are more fancy than like any
Anything.
building in London. I wasn't expecting to find an outdoor shopping mall like this in Dammam or Khobar. It's the sort of thing you'll find everywhere in Riyadh and in Jeddah, and with the Project 2030, which is basically making Saudi fancy with more and more oil money, you can expect more and more of these places. It's cool, you can come and get food, you can go bowling, you can go to the cinema that only opened up a few years ago, but once you've done 2 or 3 of these fancy malls, it becomes a tiny bit repetitive. Cheers. We were just about to leave yet another Saudi Arabian mall when I spotted, hold on, what is the name of this place? Buffaloes, Bills, Wings.
Wild Wings.
Wild Wings Sport Bar. Sport Bar, I thought no way, can't possibly be a beer. I was wrong, but they do have a classy strawberry flavoured non-alcoholic beer. It tastes nice.
It's just a malt drink, isn't it?
It's refreshing. It's as close to a beer as you can get. But we were talking and we were saying, like, will alcohol come here? Will beer come here? We know that like in Bahrain, in Kuwait, in the UAE, Dubai, beer's there now. So how many years until you're set out here drinking a beer? I think it will come. I reckon 3-4 more years, there'll be bars in Saudi Arabia. And this is what a Saudi sports bar looks like. Like any sports bar you get anywhere else in the world.
drinks were way too sickly and not really a great idea. I don't know if it was the lack of
I've got
alcohol.
the worst indigestion.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was.
Man.
Do not try them. But we got a quick Uber back. It was actually cheaper on the way back, so it was only like under £10, which I think is really good considering it is like a 45-minute drive. And now I can show you where we spent the last couple of days. Very homely. I actually have a kitchen which I have used and we'll probably use later.
Tonight will be our last dinner in Saudi Arabia.
Our last night in Saudi. It has been great, but we have a living room as well. As I said, cozy home themes, huge sofa, TV number 1, and then please ignore the mess. If you've watched us for a while, you'll know we're not very tidy. So we have a huge bed, and in our bathroom we have a bath and a shower. So the choices are endless.
And so is the kitchen. I'm hungry. But that does bring our 1 whole month in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to an end. A place we were so excited to come to. We've been trying to come here for the last couple of years, but for certain reasons, it just hasn't happened. From Al Ula to Jeddah to Riyadh to blooming Buraida. Who has heard of Buraida? To Dammam, to be honest, a place we weren't even going to come to. It's a unique country, it's an interesting country. They're putting that oil money to use, like to a lot of use, and the changes are positive. In 2-3 more years time, it's going to be a completely different country again, and I'm sure we're going to come back just to see how different it's going to become for their Project 2030. Everyone keeps banging on about it, but tomorrow we are up bright and early, and we're heading to a new destination. We've been away, how long have we been away now?
Nearly 4 months.
This trip, it's hard filming nowadays. It's been like nearly 4 months. Iraq, Syria, Saudi Arabia and more. It's been a long trip, but tomorrow we are off. So I think it's called the Kingdom. We're going to Bahrain. We'll see you in the next one.